Man, just never stops. Man. Alright. So, it's Monday. It's everyone's least favorite day. Mostly because you have to go back to work or school. You know, and I get it. That's why I'm so discombobulated still. I'm still a little sick if you couldn't figure that out yet. Maybe because you got sick. Just from, like, cancer from watching my videos or something. I don't know. It's been rough. Don't get sick, kids. But, I wanted to talk about two things on Friday. And flapping my jaw about only one of them. So, here's number two for you. It spawned out of two questions I asked myself after watching a couple of things last week. The first question was, why is it that people still, like, they feel this need to buy a plane ticket and fly to LA and sit in the audience at Steve Harvey's show or Ellen DeGeneres' show or Oprah's show or whatever, to ask the host of that show, hopefully they'll get called on or whatever, that they'll be able to ask, hey Steve, very private relationship issue, tell me what to do. Or on another instance, like talking about what to do with their money, or talking about like really sensitive stuff, really private issues, and how to deal with family trauma, family drama, family, like just all this stuff going on, this cesspool of the life that they have. And they're going to take it to Steve Harvey, they're going to take it to Ellen DeGeneres, they're going to take it to just whoever it is, and they're going to ask anonymously. Or another thing is, like, you have the newspaper editorial page, the comments, the question and ask section there. You got the, every magazine's got a question and ask answer thing where they'll say, hey, I don't know, constipated, and I'd really like to have some advice on what could get my fecal matter to move, or whatever. And somebody in Game Informers are like, I'm not a doctor or whatever, but you can try this. Go play Doom 3 for the Xbox in a dark room by yourself or something, or watch The Evil Within or whatever, and that'll get your fecal matter moving. And whatever, like, why do people feel this need, I guess, to ask those questions? So that was the first part. The second part is, why is it that if a fan sees a famous person, say it's a Chris Pratt, it's a Steve Harvey, it's I don't know, Jamie Foxx, sees famous person out there in the public doing just regular human being stuff, taking their daughters out for prom dress shopping or whatever, and they flock to him and they demand this physical exchange of affection. You gotta put your arm around them, gotta hug them, you gotta shake their hand, you gotta sign my boobs, whatever that thing is. Like, why do people feel this need? And I thought about it for a while. And then at first I was like, man, because people are crazy, and this is why people need security to, like, tase those mofos or whatever. That's my first thought. Because, man, I would have a security team, and you come near me, I'm going to tase you. Have the big guy in a suit that looks kind of angry, just tasing people all over the place, leaving them laying around all over the, like, because I don't care about anybody. I don't care about you. Don't talk to me. But why do people do this? Because it's not just people in public or whatever. It's like, why does someone write Derek Jackson or whatever on Facebook or on YouTube or Instagram about some dude that's been spooking on him, rather than talking to somebody that they know, that they trust? And so let's address both issues. I think on the one hand, why do these people have this public access commentary platform, whether that's YouTube? Why did, like, asking Markiplier for support with their mental illnesses and stuff? Like, they're putting a lot of weight, putting a lot of social weight and pressure onto these people, and like, never gonna meet them, never gonna really interact with them in any significant way other than the fact that you consume their content. Try not to laugh challenges and stuff. Why do people do that? And it is intrinsically tied to the other thing, and it's this, that we have deified them. We have formed these international cult church of Steve Harvey, this international church of Chris Hemsworth and of Oprah and of Ellen DeGeneres and of Markiplier, of all the, like, we've created these de facto assemblies of worship for these individuals, and they have to give us 100% of their attention all of the time. That's why we're obsessed with having their content, because we feel like we have this relationship with them that we don't actually have with Matt Pat, with Austin, with all these creators that are out there, that just because we know who their significant other is, and we know what their abs look like, we know what they're planning to name their kids or whatever, like because we know these little bio facts about them, that we think we know them, and so as a result, they have to give us whatever. And so either you can benefit of the doubt on the table, all right, fine, they're the prophets of the Church of Steve, and that you have to go to him as an oracle to receive enlightenment from the Lord of your religion, which is celebrity culture. And so he gives you this little golden nugget of stop spending all your dang money, you stupid goat. And all of a sudden you're empowered, as it were, to finally shed your shopping addiction, and you're going to go on like, do you really need somebody to tell you to stop spending more than you earn? Cut up your credit cards, put together a savings account, start investing a little bit, put a little bit aside every day or every week or every month or how often you get paid so that you can have it for a rainy day. Build up your nest egg. Like, do you really need somebody to tell you that? No, you don't. Except for that psychosomatic obsession you have with these individuals. You have to know what they would do in your situation, because the assumption is that Steve Harvey with his millions of dollars is ever going to be in your broke, hoopty driving situation. Right. But that's the thing. Like, it's a golden calf situation. It's this fetishization of that you're obsessed with this individual or the content that they've made or whatever, and that now you need their approval now. And so there's two ways to gain the approval of someone that's famous. You got to do something that's incredible as an athlete or whatever. You got to earn your place in order to prove that you're on that person's level, whoever it is. Or on the other hand, you got to do something that makes them feel like you need them. And when they feel needed, now they're the hero. And because now they're the hero, now they're willing to pay attention to you. And this is the way most adolescent relationships are too. You're going to pretend to be more pathetic than you are. You're going to let your grades slip so that you need to get tutoring, and you already got that cute little boy with the sad eyes. He's the one that you're going to get to tutor you, even though he's not good at math either. So now, but it's your excuse for spending some time with this dopey ass boy. Anyways, like, it's not healthy. But this is what social media has built itself off of. Who's got the most followers on Twitter? Who's got the most followers on Facebook? The most friends? Who's getting poked the most often? Who's getting the best feedback from their Instagram shares? And we keep spinning our tires into it. We're spinning our wheels into it with this obsession of who's gonna do the most backward thing. I was actually just talking to a girl real special to me about how there's girls that, I mean, they just wear low cleavage tops and they can get 100,000 shares or whatever, or likes on their, just because horny dudes want to see their boobs. But it's effective. It doesn't build your character. It doesn't help a person actually value themselves as a human being more at all. But man, I mean, Jake Paul getting his girlfriend to take her clothes off, man, it'll get some followers out there. It'll make him rich while kids go broke buying all their stupid merch. So, I don't know. I'm kind of mad in the fact that it's an off day off, whatever you want to call it. Thrown off my routine. Kind of in a fog. Don't get sick, kids. It hurts everybody. Don't drink medicine and try to drive either, because that's dangerous. So I've been at home thinking about things no one cares about. Like, I don't know. The solution to this. Let's talk about a solution. I'm way over on time on this video already anyways. But let's talk about a solution to all this. Community. Community. You know why dude feels the need to call up Steve Harvey, go to his show, ask some dopey question, has a very clear, black and white, obvious answer to it? Because he's not connected. He's not connected in a small group community, some people that are going to talk honestly to you. Like, you need to just break up with that girl. Stop living together. You're not doing anybody favors. Whatever, like, that's the solution. A close-knit family, people that they're going to speak honestly, but with gentleness. They're going to speak the truth with love. That's what people are missing. That's why that's what has been robbed by the mining of the kind of church center of the community as it once was. And I think that's good because it's shown in a lot of ways how fake people were the whole time. People that are leaving are the ones that never had any grounding in it to begin with. But it's showing when you have a really close-knit, really tight church family and grandma can't go out because it's too cold for her and she doesn't have a car. Somebody comes by, brings her groceries, sits down, hey, have some tea, gonna talk about some stuff and how things are crazy and changing, and you learn a little bit. God forbid that should ever happen. You learn a little bit from some gray-haired wisdom, and then she speaks to you on a heart level, and then you go home and you think about that stuff for a little while until it's time to do it over again. That's what the church does for people. It takes the elderly that would normally just spend all their time at bingo, and it takes all the stupid kids that would be out doing all kinds of stupid stuff and puts them into the same space so that the old people with their gray hair and the wisdom of not having all this corruption and technology to distract them, they can look at people in the eye. And all these young people that have all this energy as well as the ability to manage this technology, and they come together and now they're able to learn from each other the things that they're good at, things that they're bad at, and society benefits from it because it cools off and kind of reorients and restructures the chaos of the younger ages, and it adds some vitality, some vivacity to the elderly that, I mean, they have a lot of wisdom, but they don't know they don't have a lot of energy with which to channel it. So, I don't know. Community. That's what we need. We need more connectedness. We need more families that care about each other. The only thing is that it's not going to come from out there. It's not going to come from society, because society doesn't want that. It wants you going to Steve for your advice so that they can control the narrative that he's going to feed you. They want you going to YouTube and Instagram relationship gurus and whatever, because they're able to control those narratives that they're going to feed you. However, grandma coming alongside that cares about you, has known you since you were in diapers, says, listen, I know that's not the, you may be drooling over that right now, but that's not the good thing for you. And then let's unite, let's take this thing to the Lord, let's pray about it for a little bit, and let him change our hearts about it. And when he wants you to have what he wants you to have, it's going to be something that you want you to have too. Amen. I don't know, have some coffee, have some ice cream, I don't know. Old people are weird. So, anyway. Tired, guys. Whatever.